Hey, hello. Yeah, you guys can hear me better?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
So you guys can hear me good in the chat and the YouTube, everyone. Perfect. I changed the mic so just to avoid. Hey. Hello. Oh yeah, so it looks good. I think this mic will be a lot better for now on, so we don't have any problems with the Zoom and the Gulag. So welcome again to another session hosted by yours truly, Mac. Let me go ahead and put my mic and my camera right here. It's a little dark, so let me turn on the lights. Actually, no, let's just keep it like that. Fuck it. And yeah, so I haven't done this in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and let's get it for today. See what the Asian session is planning for us. It's only what time is it? It's 8:30. I mean 8:40. Still got 9 until 9:30 for the Shanghai Open. So a lot of volatility should come in. As of right now, I think gold is kind of dropping, but I want to definitely wait until maybe 9:30 to look for a play. We'll be looking into GJ, gold, and also AUDUSD. I think Berner should be here soon. I don't know if he's here. If he's not, he should be here in a minute.
Just pulled up, bro.
Oh, he just pulled up in the Beamer.
Nah, no beamer, no
No
beamer.
Beamer? Okay. I pulled up.
I came through in a spaceship, man. You gotta land that bitch, man. It's hard finding parking spaces.
Oh, he found parking. That's what's up. So, yeah. Okay, so we're here. Everyone's here. Give me 1 second. I think I sound a lot better. Yeah, sound a lot better. Take a couple shots. Sound a lot better. All right, so. Okay. Good. We got Mitch in the house too. All right, awesome. See what the Gulag is doing. Yeah. I want you to mute yourself. So okay, never mind. You got it. Okay, cool. Reggie Bush in here too. All right, perfect. So I hope everyone's having a good Thursday. Um, First and foremost, we're gonna just do a brief breakdown on gold going from the weekly as we're basically beginning the new day at 8 p.m. the start of the new daily candle, and basically just kind of see what the trend is so far. So take these drawings off. Yeah, you guys can finish. Well, I have this on the big ass screen, so it looks so good. Awesome. All right. So far, what do we have on gold? Gold's been on a pretty much on a downtrend since here, creating some support on the weekly, which has been held. We can actually take this off. Let's do this with an actual line. My drawing sucks, so we have the. Remember, guys, we don't use trend lines. It's just for visual purposes. Doesn't mean you have to use them. So it's just so you know, have your downtrend right now. That's been happening for the last couple of weeks. Created support at 1680, 1699, almost 1700 flat, which held. And then we topped off at 1900. I believe it was 1910. Not too shabby away from that. So far, our current support on the weekly is at 1760, and we can see how we're making, higher highs and higher lows. So you have your, what you laughing at, boy? You have your high right here. So your first high right here, and your low down there. So what do we need? We need a break of resistance, continuing up to create the next higher high. And so down to the next low, right? And boom, continuing up. Kind of like that. Doesn't mean like it's exactly gonna play out like that, but I do want to see a break of resistance above 1900, which will be a nice tap down from basically here. So let's go into the daily, see a closer time frame. Clear everything out. Daily. Oh, Mitch is rolling up. Everyone's rolling up. Damn. I can't smoke because I get anxiety. Maybe I should like talk to a bartender.
It's okay, bro. I'll smoke your portion for you.
All right, cool. Um, so what's going on here on the daily? Simple. You definitely can identify off the get-go that you have your resistance up here, which is the same resistance as the weekly, and your current support down here at 1763, which we actually tapped I believe 1790 today, right? Yeah, created that daily low. So I believe the current resistance right now would be at 1790, 1800, since it's a good psychological number. And we have all of this space down to, I mean, up to 1870, 1880 for the next resistance, right? So you have your major resistance up here, your next resistance coming from this support down here. And we need basically just to break above 1820, right, for better buys. And sales, you can definitely play the sales as we break below this wick down here. Let me just verify that everyone's can you guys hear me in the gulag? Everyone's good. Just so you could hear me, go ahead and give the video a like. That way I know that you're listening to me. Tactics. Tactics. Oh look, no likes, so you guys are not listening. Oh yeah, they're there. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm using the mic, the camera as a mic. So I think that's a lot better than using this older headphones as a mic. So having some issues there. Stellas. We don't drink Stellas. No, we haven't talked about GJ yet. I'm just doing a quick breakdown on gold, and let's go into the 4-hour time frame, see what's popping. So it's the beginning of the new day. Definitely, you can see some opportunities coming through as Asian sessions opening, and 9:30,
Yeah.
which is the stock exchange open for China. We should definitely see some push. So 4-hour, what do we have here? A little bit of consolidation. We have your resistance up here again at 1813 and support down at 1798. What do we need to do now? Just simple. We're gonna go ahead and mark it up. So I'm gonna go ahead first move this from previous resistance to the new one up here, right? Which is actually correlating with the previous touches from I think this is from not NFP FOMC, this drop down here. And yeah, so we definitely need to break above 1814 to continue up to the next resistance at 1822, and then we have a lot of clean traffic towards 1848. Remember, this is the 4 hours, so we want to get close and we want to look for, closer targets. But looking at this, seeing that this is a fundamental drop, I'm gonna go ahead and just basically just remove all of these lines right here. It's gonna be a lot of clean traffic up to 1850, right? Being a psychological number, even number, whatever you want to call it, and then you have your little consolidation up here. So yeah, if we're heading up, we have a lot of room for price to keep bumping. And what do we need right now?
I don't think so.
We just need
Why?
this. That we just need this support to hold.
You need tomatoes.
Yeah, I need to mute everyone in here. Fuck.
That's gold mine, bro.
All right. If you want to mute yourself, go ahead and you can talk, but please just be considerate. I do this shit for free and it's annoying. Anyway, so we have support down here. We can clearly see down on the 4-hour is support at 1798. If we hold, we can definitely continue up. I took a little entry as we dropped here. I think this is like around London close, yeah, 11:30, and grabbed a couple pips, about 20 something, and then I closed it. I don't want to long it. I don't want to swing it because I know this can happen. The same thing here. You see a fundamental move or a correction, and then price goes up, happy, and then boom, goes down again. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna wait for a nice push up like this, right? As support, it's holding and continue to retest the previous high at 1817 and so on to up to 1821. So this is the 30 minute. The 4 hours was giving me the 1821 from this area here. Let me just go ahead and zoom in. Zoom out. So yeah. So what do we need now? Just this support to hold and price to continue up and continue breaking previous high. So I'm gonna set up a just simple alert up here at 1804, 1805, right, for a buy as we're breaking that wick. Email, what the fuck? Uh, what? What do you mean Zoom? Man. Yes. Oh, right here. All right. So yeah, gonna go ahead and mark it up for the most recent resistance, which is up here. A little zone. So we need to break above that zone, above that line. And for support, I would look for sales below this area for a possible wick fill down to 1796 if we, decide to give gold a little bit of correction. But this is looking nice for a sell. As we're getting close to 9 p.m., I'm not gonna get into it. I still got 2 minutes left. But if we start dropping, looking into the 5 minute as we're holding resistance up here, and we continue to break these lows, then this is actually a pretty decent sell down to 1797, about 36, 35 pips. All right, so it makes sense, right? So you have your support, your down here, your resistance up here, and we're gonna be looking into the 15 and the 30 and also the 5 minute for today. So let's go onto GJ, right? GJ. So what's GJ doing? Oh wow, we already got like 40 likes in here. Nice. So GJ is still loading. I don't know why it's taking so long. Okay. Charts. Yeah, let's just do it in here. I already have my alert. So actually, let me go back and set up an alert down here on the under the 5 minute low, just in case as we're coming down. All right, cool. And GJ, go ahead and move this up here. All right, so what's GJ doing? It's been consolidating since actually, yeah, it's bullshit since this low that was created around 10 a.m. About, oh wow, it's 80 pips, so actually it's not that bad. It's just a little messy, right? So what do I need for GJ? Definitely we need a break above 151 500, and looking at this in the 30 minute, I can clearly see that if we break above these wicks up here, I will go ahead and enter a buy for a possible wick fill up to 151 748, which is about 25 pips. And if we're looking for sales, then I'll look for a break below this previous 30-minute low. So yeah, it's 9 p.m. already. This is the first minute of the hour. We might have a pullback. Let's look at the 1 hour chart, see what's going on. So it kind of looks good for both buys and sells. For buys, you see some exhaustion in here coming from down here, from 151. We're still in the 151 zone, so that's good. It's still the same number. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely set up an alert up here at 151 561. If we start breaking above, then I will look for a buy, because looking at this, you can clearly see, actually look on the 30 minute, that this is a resistance. We've hit a major quarter point, whatever you want to call it, psychological number, 0.500, and we want to see reaction around there. Close 7% on what, Mitch? Just close 7% on what, bro? Talk to me, man.
Oh, I think Mitch was in I think he was in AU sales, I believe.
AU?
I believe
He trades AU, but 7% on what? I mean, it's been consolidating. You've been.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
My bad. I was talking. It was on mute, but it was 75%.
75% on what?
I closed 11 pips.
Oh,
on my
okay.
trade, AU trade.
Okay. I'm
man,
like 70, yeah, like 75% of your account.
Yeah, we were thinking you made that much. Like, damn, boy.
Nah,
So,
I wish.
Yeah, let's go into
Full margin.
AU. Since AU, it's been moving a lot lately during the Asian session, hence why I actually decided to do this session and invite Bernard to it, since he's the master trader for AU. I suck at it. I don't like it because I don't have the patience for it.
Yeah, AU just ranges a lot, bro. That's why.
AU, tends to range a lot. I don't have the patience for that, but you do. So I just want to go ahead and see basically this big support at 0.74 to 30 to break, right? I don't know the strength between the Aussie right now because the RBC rates, I don't know what happened. So if you want to go ahead and chime me into that, if there's a weakness in the Aussie.
Actually, personally, me and Mitch were actually talking about this about an hour ago because, as everyone knows, the last couple weeks, all I've been doing is only selling AU because of the pressure it's having. Right.
Because of the Aussie.
Yeah, bro, exactly. And on top of that, we hit a major. If you look on, the whole entire year on the monthly, if you look since the beginning of January all the way, we've been respecting resistance on the monthly time frame. And then when you look at the weekly, we finally had that break below, I believe 2 weeks ago it was. No, 3 weeks ago it was.
Right here, right. That whole
we broke below on the weekly, and then the last 2 weeks it kind of did like a range between the EMAs between the 50 and the 14. And then this week to start off the week, we had a nice little push up to start off.
Right.
But that was
liquidity, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that was just to create it to push it back downward.
Of course.
A little while ago, actually, pre-aging, that's what me and Mitch were talking about actually earlier before the stream started, was he was looking at sales because he was looking at the momentum to continue. However, for me, though, I was actually going kind of against my typical plan because at 74.22, which is actually the area we're testing right now, I was actually
looking good, right?
Yeah, but I was actually looking for buys only because I was thinking that the weekly and the daily was gonna have a retrace to end the week. That was just my own personal thoughts.
Yeah, it makes sense, but this is looking like, even looking at the monthly right now, you can see that this.
The monthly
to continue down to maybe here, 0.73800.
Hold on, I gotta pull up your screen. Hold on, pull up your screen. What are you talking about going to?
Down to 73,800.
73,800.
Yeah,
that's not about profit.
Right, previous resistance now turning support, and looking at this as we're breaking into the lower time frames and we're breaking this minus support down here. What I like to see, and I see it a lot on AU, is break and retest. You get a 1 hour breaking and then maybe a retest. So you can
especially for people. AU. If people like to look at 1 hour and 4 hour on AU, that's the go ahead with AU. In reality, for especially new traders, there's no need for them to go under 30 minutes with AU because it'll
a lot of fucking noise. You're gonna get scared.
It's a lot of ranging, and especially people that trade on the 1 minute or 5 minute. Like, you guys might do good on GJ or gold with that, but AU is a different animal with it. You know what I mean? You're gonna see the breakouts. Like, that's why it's funny earlier where Mitch entered his sells was actually where I closed my buys at, because originally
my bad, I don't want to interrupt. What do you think about this on the 4 hour? How it's like pushing down and you have a stop loss like right above here on the current support. I mean it might, because if you see from here, it kind of looks like you have your break right here from the previous support. You have a break and that was your last retest, right?
And it was your retest,
right? So I'm expecting not the same. I'm expecting just a continuation now.
I see what you're seeing, but for me, that's like a barcode to me. You get me? Like, I like to see more of, like, when you see a break and retest, I like to see a little bit more room to it. You know what I mean?
So you want You want this to keep moving a little more and be clearer?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I want to see that come down. Like I want to see it fill that wick to the, like if we're looking at the 4 hour, I want to see
Right.
it fill the wick to the left and
This
then
one?
come back.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man. The one that was recently created today in New York.
This one right here.
Yeah, exactly. Because the way I saw it pre-Asian, I was looking for buys, but that was me being aggressive because I was looking at the small time frame, and the way I saw the 1, 5, 15, and 30 creating, I saw a price above the EMAs, and I felt okay. The 4 hour has created a nice support, and now we should get a nice little push up to retrace back up to about the top of the what you got on there, like 74, 74.36 area,
So
somewhere around
something
that
like
area.
this, maybe this area again, and then continue down. But at the same time, this can just continue up here, fill that wick, and then head back up. That's what you're saying?
Hold on one second. Hold on. Yeah, on your chart, yeah, exactly. I would expect something like this here. Let me change the color right quick. I would expect something like this here, and then for this price to come here. Damn it, change colors. Come here, and then I'll wait for it to retest this area before I look at sells again, or if buys. Because what if this right here? I'm gonna clear this. Yeah. What if this? Because remember, we're just starting the daily candle. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So this push right here could be just to fill this last daily wick to then create a wick to then come back up like that. Because we do have USD news tomorrow that will give it a push up possibly.
Yeah, you know what? I entered a small position right now, which I'm about to close. I kind of get what you're saying. I'm down. I mean, I'm up like 3, 4 pips. So I'm gonna close it right now. But I do get what you're saying about the wick fill and knowing how AU works. It might just do that. It looks like a free range. I mean, if you can hold it with a small position and hold that, if you get the retest and you have that, um, balance to hold that drawdown per se, or like how it's doing right now, it's rejecting it, right? You have something like this.
It's just
the trade idea. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Like I said, bro, but you already know it's everyone's own preference and their risk and everything and what they're looking for. Because, like I said, literally an hour ago, Mitch was like, "Oh, I'm selling," and I was like laughing because I was like, "Damn, bro, like
quick,
right? I'm in a buy right now. What you mean you selling? You know what I mean?"
Jeez.
So,
yeah,
but it made sense. Exactly, and it was just ironic that I closed my buys because I saw the rejections. I closed it for like 3 or 4 pips. You know what I mean? And it was good I did, because if not, honestly, I would have just got stopped out for I think my stop loss was like 12 or 11 pips. I think it was. Wow. So you know what I mean? Like I was only able to grab 4 or 5, but it's better than getting stopped out for the 12.
Right, and this was just right on point, because look at that.
And look how
all the way down here, and now it's rejecting again.
And look how it rejected right away. That's what I'm saying. That's
because
how
it's it's the day session, so that's our wick for the day. I guarantee you, that's are going to be our wick for the day, and then we're going to keep going from there because it's going to retrace. There's no way in hell that AU is going to let us sell for another day after we just had that day yesterday.
A lot of exhaustion, right?
That's why usually what you see with AU in this situation is exactly what we were just saying, is how it'll come down to create that bottom wick to kind of go for an attempt of a daily wick fill, and then it'll come back up to retest where the daily started at, which is trying to push up and do that area. Then I believe in 20 minutes when Beijing opens, they actually have Chinese data coming out, and that Chinese data does affect the Aussie dollar. So, after that news comes out and I see whatever AU does, because sometimes it'll whipsaw both ways, sometimes it won't do anything, it'll just sit there.
It will just consolidate between these 2 4-hour candles right here.
Exactly. So right now what I do in this instance is I wait for all the data to come out. This is meditation time now. 9:45, 9:50 comes around. That's
Beijing, the Shanghai Stock Exchange over there brings the volatility that you're looking for, and then that's when you start looking into maybe the 30-minute. Looking for the support, maybe resistance if you're looking for a sell, but now you're telling me you're looking for a buy. So yeah, you want to definitely.
But for me, the thing is that's why I agreed when Mitch told me earlier he was selling. I told him, I said that was a smart call because it was a straight rejection off of my 21 EMA on the hourly, and you already know how that works. You get me?
Yeah.
Like if you've seen the 15 minute was rejecting the 50 EMAs. It had a little fake out to the top, but then everything started closing under the EMAs again. And it followed the same downward momentum and pushed through. But now, as you see, though, the same thing I was explaining to Mitch earlier is we might see a wick come below my support at 74.22. However, look, a candle has not closed below it yet, though.
No, this needs to
Yeah,
close on a
because
30
the
minute at
15,
least.
yeah, the last 15 closed above it. This 15, yeah, it went down and created a wick below it, but it can easily jump up. So that's why at this point, especially a Thursday night, well, technically it's Friday,
Friday.
technically,
Yeah.
that's where you got to start understanding that, you're going to have certain retracements, you're going to have more ranging than normal. And then you got to look into, nothing in London session is going to affect AU to make it do anything different. That's why you have this move with Asian. You got pre-Asian move on AU. You have a little bit of an Asian move, and then 9:30, 9:45, you got another little move. And then from that point until London Open, it just has like a little consolidation range. So, that's why I tell everyone, especially in Asian session, you got to pick what your bias is and the way you're looking at it. One of my students told me that they were looking for sells, and I said, yeah, you're absolutely right. This is a sell setup.
Yeah,
However,
like a sell setup, right?
Exactly. However, with me and just knowing how much AU likes to play these games, the way I saw it on the 4 hour, and remember this line I have 74.22. This thing's been drawn on here for years. You know what I mean? That's why some of my lines I don't delete, because I've noticed how they react to it. So me just seeing it like that, I see the way that the last 20 hours have rejected this level. So the way I see it is this 4 hour candle just started about an hour and 15 minutes ago. So I got to see how this candle is going to form. This could just do a push below to create a lower wick, and then it might just still push up, come back up, and for all you know, we could be buying it back up to 74.50, which is 30 pips above us right now.
Right, up to here, right, breaking out those 4 hour highs.
Yeah, so we could have that, like, for example, just we're thinking theories. China data could come out in 15 minutes. It could push AU up. It could continue pushing it up to, let's say, 74.47 area. And then what happens, London session might push it back down. And then you got US data tomorrow, because you have actually, let me not say, because I don't know off the top of my head, but I know we got big US data tomorrow as well. So
let's look at it, because I haven't looked at the news for
there's shit all day tomorrow.
Oh yeah, what's going on tomorrow?
The G20, I think, is the first day tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
G20 meeting? Okay. Yeah, G20 meeting, day one, tomorrow. It's usually afternoon.
Yeah, they got, okay, that's what I was looking at. Yeah, the Fed monetary policy. So they're going to come out and just basically break down all of that. So, you know what I mean?
But really not much. It's just kind of like just the, Powell talking. Really not much involving the dollar. After that, you have G20 meetings, which can be, it's called tentative for a reason, because you don't know what's going on, and it's throughout the whole day. It usually starts at midday, like around 12, but in the mornings, I think Mitch, you should be good. Yeah, CAD, really not much. China, tentative, which is right at London Open, new loans, GBP, and they were talking about something about they were selling the bonds from the Fed was trying to sell bonds. Probably gonna talk about that too on the monetary policy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Early in the week,
trying to get rid of all the bonds they probably had from the pandemic, I guess, trying to get rid of them at a at a stable price. And yeah, G20 meetings probably gonna be throughout the whole day, and Saturday also, as well as Sunday, nothing, and then you have Monday. Uh, so yeah, Tuesday, that's when you start getting the good news CPI, and then you have, I believe, FOMC maybe again, unemployment claims, CPI for next week also, and Friday will be core sales for the dollar, and the Aussie really right here, employment change, which will be on Wednesday next week. So yeah, that's good. And looking at this, how it's on a bearish trend right now, can definitely have a lot of space to fill, right? As we're creating those lower lows and lower highs. Even on the daily, you can see you have your first low down here, your first lower high up here, have your second lower low up here, another high created up here, and now we're holding support down here. That's where you're probably looking for your buys, Berner, because that makes complete sense. You have your lower low down here, and if that support holds, you said you've been having that line drawn for years already, and it's probably for a reason. Because this, you see here, it's up here, rejected, and probably from previous zones as well. So yeah, just if you trade it, you definitely want to go ahead and be conservative when it comes to that, especially around here. So pay attention for the next 15 minutes because this one is closing weak. It closed weak actually on the 15th, so I might just reject again and continue up and fill those 30 pips up to 74.50. I think you said.
So
So
after
yeah,
that 15 right there, I just closed and
you
I'm
closed it. Yeah, it closed very
to
weak.
catch it back up.
I caught
And
3 pips and I closed right away. That was a very small position. I just wanted to see if it was just gonna drop
Oh,
prior.
you jumped in on
Yeah,
AU?
yeah, it was a small lot. Yeah.
Oh, damn,
So
bro. Over here smashing my wifey on the low, man.
yeah, yeah. Look, they know how AU moves. It's like quick 3 pips, just pop, 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 and then I close. But yeah, let's see. Let's do that. 14 more minutes to Beijing or Shanghai Stock Exchange open. So China data has a lot to influence the Aussie. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what's going on. Because for me, seeing GJ and seeing gold, I don't think there's gonna be any trades unless we start breaking above 1804 here. Right now, wow, this actually took off, but really possible for me to get an entry here based on the type of entries that I look for. I look for support, which was here on the 5 minute, and then a break on the previous high on the 5 minute. But actually, it didn't move that much. About 17 pips. It was kind of risky. A lot of traffic to the left too. So I want to see a clean break. Seeing all these EMAs, if you look at it, which you kind of like get a gist of it. If you don't even have them on, you know that this is holding
Nah,
that support down here.
Yeah, but bro, you can't look at EMAs on gold at this time of session. It won't make sense. It'll never make sense at this time.
No, no, I'm not just add them off for AU. Just take
okay.
them off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just shadowed them right now. Right here. So yeah, volume from 9:30. I definitely want to see a push up, breaking above 1804. Have a decent size stop loss because all of this that dropped from um from NY Open, right? 9:30, right? I actually caught some of the only got like $3 because it was past my trading time. I think I closed like at 1809. Um, but I think Red Q caught the whole thing down to here, about 160 pips. It was a very clean move, yeah. Because I saw it, I was looking into the 5 minutes, seen this that it didn't break above here, rejected on NYSE, and then just popped down here. Boom, that was it. That was the confirmation. It was like 15 pip stop loss on the 5 minute. You could have easily caught at least down to here. That was the first take profit, which kind of struggled a little, but it tapped 10:05, 10:10, so 30 minutes after NYSC. So yeah, that was a really good move today. So I'm expecting for this to be corrected by London Open. So yeah, seeing this liquidity being grabbed right now and 1805, 1804 being a psychological number. If we get to tap that and see reaction above there, then I'll look for buys above 1804. I think it will play out good. So let me go ahead and move that alert up to this wick up here, just to be safe. Right here, 21s. Yeah, looking into the 30 minute. Yeah, that's perfect resistance up here. Move this. So yeah, that makes sense. You want to see a nice break above here. 11 minutes. So give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Let me use the bathroom because I got home and I gotta go pee pee. Be right back. So let me go ahead and just
5 minutes just testing.
Yeah, I really feel like if we close below 41.65, then we're gonna tap into that fucking 38.53.
Oh wow, look at gold right now. Oh wow, look at gold right now. Just popped up. Jeez. So right now, I think I'm gonna get an entry right now. Yeah. So it's a small position, but this is my entry point. Hopefully, we're gonna get rejected out of it. This is the long right here. I'm gonna have a 20 pip stop loss down here. Yeah. So take profit will be up here. First take profit is about 10 pips. We're gonna do 30 minute. Yeah, it's a little late entry, but let's see. I'm gonna manage it. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Hopefully it doesn't go back down here since we're getting close to um oh 9:30. So yeah, let's see. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Damn, bro. Chinese gonna push. It's gonna push back.
Yo, Burner, I had that 1803.66 entry. You already know.
Oh, on that gold, right? Yo, I was gonna say, you don't have no AU open?
Nah,
Damn.
I need to, but you know I'm just trying to focus on gold, man.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good, but man, AU just did like a nice little like. If I was paying attention, I would have scalped it. But nah, I gotta relax right now and wait. It's because of this news is what's messing me up. If not, I would have entered sales earlier. It's crazy though when my boy asked me that. He goes, "Yo, why are you buying it? It's gonna get close to your hourly rejection where you normally sell." And I was like, "Yeah, but I'm gonna just do a scalp." But see, that was him pointing it out to me that, because everything else right now is lining up again for sales again. Everything. Look at the 1 minute. 1, 5, 15, everything. It's just the thing is with the news coming up, I don't want to jump in right now,
Yeah, I didn't secure. I just put my stop loss at break even. So we're gonna see what happens with this gold entry. If not, I'll just get another one. Can you say AU?
I just got out. Entry 1802.15, which is pretty good.
You scalped on what? On gold?
Gold.
What did you jump in on? What time frame? Like this was you just entered recently?
1802.15. I entered on the 15-minute.
Okay.
Took a
Broke
5
the
minute
high of the
entry.
previous 15-minute.
Oh, so you saw that first?
Not closed, but actually just broke it.
So you saw that first 15 minute in golf, and then after that, you took the entry in that, and this next 15-minute pushed up.
Yep.
Nice.
Probably could have held on to it, but didn't feel like it. Took some profit.
No, that's actually real clean. It actually just tapped 1805 and it's showing rejection. Looking on a small time frame.
On the 1 minute, yeah, you got a little wick.
Yeah, I haven't looked at gold in a couple of days, actually. I just pulled it up right now, and I saw it just tapped the resistance I had at 1805. But that shit's been there for a long time, so I don't know.
We'll see where it closes. This candle.
Nah, it looks like it's going to pressure up a little bit, it looks like.
If it closes above 1804, I might re-enter.
And I was just thinking if it touches 165, closes and breaks, I'm back in. I know y'all talking about gold, but I don't trade gold unless it's big news.
What are you looking at?
AU. So I trade.
Oh yeah, let me take a look.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You trade. See, the thing is with me is I don't trade gold anymore because I have like how you guys are talking about how you guys would re-enter. Honestly, that's not a good habit to have. You get me?
That's true. That's true.
It feels good. You know what I mean? Like you won that trade and it feels good, but it was so fast that you're like, wow, is it really over already? You're already done. Your trade's complete. You already made your money, your pips. You know what I mean? And once you're done, you're done. But then what happens is sometimes when it happens too fast like that, look at the mentality. You just showed you were like, man, if it retests, I'm gonna jump in again. Now, if you do that and you go and you run it, yeah, it feels great. You make your money. But what if it goes against and now it's a false breakout and it comes lower? You know what I mean? And now you took a loss and you just lost back what you originally made. Now the day doesn't feel as good,
Yeah, if you thought it was good to begin with, just hold on to it until you see.
Exactly. That's why, that's why either you close partial positions, or like what I like to do is I'll open like 2 or 3 positions, but break it down instead. So instead of doing like a 1.0, you break it down in 0.33, 33, 33, and then you have two levels set with take profit and one furthest away, and that's your runner. And that way, so that way you don't get FOMO, you don't get like, you know, the urge to keep jumping back in and out. Like you'll just accept your trade, like win or loss, you know?
Yeah. So right now, since I'm in this trade, I'm first priority is I'm up, what, 3-4 pips only, really not much. Priority is just for this to not get back down here below the breakout, right, below this range. And yeah, I'm hoping for this to continue up as we're getting close to the Shanghai Open, 9:30. So yeah, see how it plays. It's only a 20 pip stop loss. I'm not using big lots or anything. It's a slow session like usual, but yeah, I'm definitely seeing, you know, the liquidity down here, your liquidity pool, you're breaking above resistance and continuing up. Even on the 5 minute, you have a break and a small, you know, not even a retest. So yeah, it looks good. The breaking highs down up here. You have your support still down here, and we need for this to continue up. The moment that we start breaking below here, my entry point, I'll probably close some of my position, because this can easily retrace back and, you know, go back into this range and stay up here. But it's looking good. Not gonna lie, it's looking really good.
I think a safer target might be 1809.
18 what?
1809. Oh, are we talking gold or AU?
Yeah, no, gold. 1809.
Yeah, I'm thinking 1809 for safer target.
1809 up here. 1806, 1809. Yeah, up here. 1809 from this area here. Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, remember that I'm always looking for what, 10, 15 pips on gold, and then I close and leave the runner run. Really, it's super easy to get those 10, 15 pips. But anyway, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. It kind of looks like a really long trade, but yeah, you definitely might get there as we're closing above here with a 15. This is strong confirmation. I think it would have been a lot better if we had seen this 5 minute breaking this high and continuing up. Would have been a lot better. But yeah, it is what it is. Already in it, so I gotta suck it. And, oh, it's a stop loss. Yeah, you see the 5 minute retesting now. Okay, it's looking good. For break and a close, the close was on the 5 minute, which is this right here, and hopefully this 15 minute would close bullish above the range here. This, not range, you know what I'm talking about, the zone, right? See what's going on with GJ. GJ. Oh, see how GJ's rejecting that zone again? Didn't go above what? The 0.500. So let's see how can we look for sales. Okay, I think sales can actually play out. Seeing how this 30 minute close with no wick to the downside, not good for me. I don't really like that. So I'm gonna stay away from GJ for now. I don't like you know, when there's no wick to the downside, but it's like not much volume. Looking like not much volume, just except for this little push down here. But let's see. You have support down here. You have your target at 151, 200. I definitely want to look for buys rather than sells. But if, you know, we start breaking below um below here, right, and closing, I think we can definitely continue down. Remember that no wick doesn't mean that it's always gonna reverse. there's always a 50-50 chance, actually higher than 50-50 for this to reverse or not continue down to volume. But now we're getting volume because of the opening from the Shanghai Stock Exchange market. So it's moved what? 4 pips. That's good. And what's gold doing? And what's GJ AU doing? Did AU move anything? No. Still in there. Oh look, it did break below. No wick also down. So yeah, you see, perfect case scenario. You have GJ here with a break with no wick and then continuation down. And then you have AU with a break and no wick to the downside, and then this is actually rejecting and continuing up. So you know, kind of your both illustrations right here. So it's kind of tough right now for both of them. As of gold, I think we should be good to continue up. The moment we start breaking above this wick up here, I think it's gunzo. I think this is 1805.700. Yeah, 1805.700. $1805.700, and then we go continue up. We put the volume down here. Yeah, it looks looking good. To continue up. So yeah, let's see how it plays out, guys. I only have one position running. Looking to the 5-minute. It's ranging for now. I think we're gonna have that nice little break above here. Expecting volume to continue up. Yeah, nice guys. I think I'm up what, 10 pips? Oh, pretty nice.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, it's looking good. I think we should continue up. So I'm gonna probably close half right now. Give me 1 second. All right there. Nice. All right. Alright, so that was the trade for the day on gold. Video of 100 and, well, just 14 pips, not much. So that was the trade for the day on gold. Video of 100 and, well, just 14 pips. So that was the trade for the. Alright, so that's gold moving up, and we got TV up here. 14 pips up. So you continue moving up. So yeah, good Asian session. Gold moving up, and we got TV up here. 14 pips up. So you continue moving up. So yeah, good Asian session. Alright, so that's gold moving up, and we got. Oops, shit! I keep repeating this. TV up here. My bad. 14 pips up. So yeah. Yeah, I like it. You know, it's looking good. So now, just if you're in this trade, you just want to go ahead and manage your risk accordingly. You don't want this to get, hit your take profit. Definitely you want it to hit your take profit. Well, this is launching up. So let me take a second video. This is actually launching up right now. So we got a lot of people in here. Thank you guys for showing up. Buys above 1805. It's working out. Look at the rig. Oof. So we got about 100. Oh, I mean, oh my God. Launching up right. Yeah, I see gold moving up. This is the Asian session hosted by yours truly. We got a couple of people in the crib. Nice. And yeah, I think I'm gonna close. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close already. Got 15 pips up. So yeah. Gold moving up. This is the Asian session hosted by yours truly. We got a couple of people in the crib. Nice. And yeah, I think I'm gonna close. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close already. Got 15 pips up. So yeah. Gold moving up. This is the Asian session hosted by yours truly. We got a couple of people in the crib. Nice. And yeah, I think I'm gonna close. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close already. Got 15 pips up. So yeah. You know what? Actually, I lied. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I lied. This thing moved another 10 pips. I'm about, what, 34 pips up? So, yeah, got the big screen on. 34 pipas up. 35. So, yeah, I'm going to close half right now, for sure. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I lied. This thing moved another 10 pips. I'm about, what, 34 pips up? So, yeah, got the big screen on. 34 pipas up. 35. So, yeah, I'm going to close half right now, for sure. You know what? Actually, I lied. This thing moved another 10 pips. I'm about, what, 34 pips up? So, yeah, got the big screen on. 34 pipas up. 35. So, yeah, I'm going to close half right now, for sure. You know what? Actually, I lied. This thing
I think there's an echo, man.
Yeah, no, it's me just repeating my video. My bad, Nick.
I was about to say, like, what
Yeah,
the
no,
fucking,
my
what is this, Inception? What the hell is going on?
Bro. You know, the video has to be looking good for uh, my future people, for my next course, for my next guru movement. But yeah, the thing here is this area here, right? So if we go above here, I think it's good. Still got another 20 minutes till 10 p.m. So right now, stops are a break even. I think we should continue. It was a good trade. Moved around 34 pips, I think. I think it was combined for me. Yeah, it was 20. Yeah, I had two positions. Yeah, it was combined 34 pips for me. 21 in total from the call. I think that's good enough, more than a lot of people do.
Yeah, I had 4 different positions on that. I'm up, it was like 53 pips.
Oh yeah, this shit gets me because I put the thing on my TV, right? So it's like a big screen, and the pixelation of the pip counter is all together. So it was like a big number saying 30, 35, 350, off. But this should continue up, guys. It's a good trade for the day. Don't get too greedy. It would have been a lot better if we had taken it from down here. You know, it is what it is. Continue. I have a runner running. Max, get the fuck down there, bro. Jeez. You mischievous. So now we broke this high. Now what do we need? Up to here, which will be the first target for the long. Beautiful. Beautiful. Simple, simple, simple textbook trade, you know? Simple, simple textbook trade. Simple, simple textbook trade. See what happened yesterday, like around this time. I closed the
You
runner
catch
I
that,
had
Bruno?
running. I closed the runner I had running, seeing this rejection up here in the 1 minute. I don't want to really hold positions during the Asian session. I really don't hold them. Some people do throughout the Asian up to pre-London or even London, but I don't. Even though it looks very clean for clean traffic, I think we might have a retest down here, some consolidation maybe. But yeah, it was good enough, you know. Pretty good call, decent trade. Oops, sorry. I have, you know, some people tell me, why don't you hold a position for longer than 3 hours, only than 2 hours? Because I don't want to be here. I don't want to see my computer or my phone every like hours. And so, oh, even if I have a small lot, it's just something, you know. Because with a small lot, I get that it could, you know, take off and boom, give you 100 million pips. But why don't you just close when with, you know, just a little bit of money and that's it.
'Cause I got 3 kids, man.
And you got 3 kids, yeah, you can't.
10 pips per kid.
10 pips per kid. That's it. 30 a day keeps the kids away. Not away, but you know.
Yeah, that was fire.
So I think a lot of people got the stream. We got like what, like 80 people watching. I don't get that much viewers in the London. I mean the Asian stream. But give it a like to the stream, guys. Starting next week, I'll be streaming the New York session again. Mitch is gonna be here as well, right, Mitch? You're not gonna sell out. So yeah, tune in. We'll be streaming the New York session from 6:30 a.m. to 9:30 until NYSE. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll dedicate it to the Asian session at night, but I'll still stream the New York in the morning. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm definitely gonna do it. Sometimes it's hard to make up for all the losses if you don't hold trades long. How about you think about not taking many losses and managing the risk when you take the losses? That's a lot better than worrying about holding the trade for long. Do you know the reason why you take many losses and then you want to make it up with one big trade is because you're probably closing too early and you're closing in drawdown and you're not letting the trade do its thing. You're not letting it breathe. So that's happened to me. It happens to a lot of people. So when that happens, what you want to do is that you want to take lesser trades than what you were, you know, taking before, and that's it. You know, set up your. If you have magic keys, awesome, because you can see your on the left side you have the stats. So you know it tells you how much you have left for the day if you want to only risk 2%. If you risk 2% and you blow the 2% in 2 3 trades, stop trading because you're just gonna keep accumulating losses. Or you're gonna do the one big trade that you think is gonna fix all your problems, but it's not. Yeah, it's definitely not. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen.
GJ rejected.
GJ rejecting.
A
Wow,
little
yeah,
bit.
look at that. Beautiful. So this right here was how many pips from down? 11 pips. It would have been a nice little trade. And now, again, you know, I want to see what's going on here. Gold seems to, you know, keep pushing. Anyone still holding gold? Yeah, man. Thank you. You're welcome. So yeah, look at gold still pushing. Nice, beautiful. So this is my take profit at the 4-hour high up here, 1813, maybe 1810, 1812, somewhere around there. So that's good. It's popping. That's good. Look at that, beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 15 bullish candles just popping up. Now it's starting to reject a little. I think we still need a retest down here maybe, and then continue up. You know. If not, then yeah, better. You know, you have up to here. Oops. Yeah, it's a little curved up to here, and then up to here. It's just look like a middle schooler. I mean, like a grade school drawing. Ah, see how straight my lines can be. Never mind. Stop doing lines. Stop doing lines. Sounds so wrong. I was also looking at some options for tomorrow, expiring tomorrow. BBB. Actually, I closed one of them. I had a put down to 11, which was down here. Market open, and I closed right away. Banked, nice. And now I have another one down to 11.50, which is here. It's a put, and I think by tomorrow open should continue bearish, continuing down. Get a wick fill down here. Stocks move about the same as currencies, when when it's fundamentals. And you also have QQQ investments, an ETF based on Nasdaq, and it's really easy to trade options on it. So basically, I bought down here a call to 361, and I closed like around here on the top, for like quick $70, something like that. And this is basically QQQ. It's just Nasdaq, so it's an ETF of Nasdaq. You look at Nasdaq, you can see basically the same resemblance. See here on the 30-minute, yeah, 30 minutes. So here, 30-minute, right? Oops. So you can see better, right? Alright, so remember that the timings are different. So you have your high up here, and your high up here. Then you have your second high up here, which is this one. Then you have your down here. This is the same time, right? 11:30, 11:30. See, 11:30, 11:30 a.m. Then it consolidated, and then you had a drop, which you don't see because it was post at market hours. This drop got to this support down here, which is, this is the time, 10 a.m., 10:30, 10 a.m., 10:30, right here, boom. And then you have your up here, which is the new resistance at 1 p.m. And this is what at 1 p.m. also, right? It's the same thing. So if you know how Nasdaq moves, and you can definitely get into QQQ. Little tips. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Well, yeah, guys, that was a good trade. What's GJ doing? GJ's still dumping. Wow. Yeah, GJ was still dumping. The thing about GJ I don't like about GJ is that he closed that 30-minute close with no wick to the downside. Maybe I would have looked at the 1 hour, and now we're at the support. So yeah, 1 hour breaking this previous 1 hour low, that would have been a good entry. I'm expecting this to continue down as we are in a pretty bearish trend, right? And let's see here on the 15, if I would have been able to get an entry. Very complicated once you go into the 15 here. And around this time, it's a little complicated. Well, yeah, guys, I think that's good for today. Let's see what's AUDUSD doing. Oh, it broke. Below here, it closed. No wick to the downside still, but now it's continuing to break. Anyone gonna sell? Are you gonna sell, Bernard, or you still gonna wait for
Yeah,
better setup?
I jumped in for a few pips on the rejection.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, on the 1 minute and the 5 minute.
Nice. So it's right around here.
Yeah, if you look small time frame, man, broke under.
Yeah, right here, broke below. So yeah.
Yeah, it came to test up on the EMA 3 candles back. So you'll see on the 5 minute, few candles back, it came up to retest like the 74.22 area. That's what I'm still waiting for. I'm waiting for that level to be the real level to test to determine if it's going to be buys or sells.
So right around here.
Yeah, 74.22 as I was saying in the beginning. Because even on the hourly closed right above it. But the thing is that we are in a bearish trend. The hourly was a bearish engulfing. You know what I mean? And it rejected the 21 EMA as well on the hourly. So there's
Right,
many.
yeah, 1 hour engulfed, yeah. So this can actually be another break and retest. Looking into this one, I saw on the 1 hour, you have your support down here. This breaks, it might retest up here, and that's when you want to wait. You want to see the reaction on the next 1 hour. Once it retests, if it retests and it goes deeper, you mean like this starts breaking this previous high, then definitely will be good for buys. I get what you're saying. Now I get what you're saying, like 100%. Because I've seen this before. You know, you have the 1 hour break, you have a retest, and the retest keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper, and then it turns out to be a fake out.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, wow, that was a good call. Also, you know, down here.
That's why earlier, like that was my original pre-Asian, but just for some reason, whatever Asian session put down. And
Yeah.
then so, but at least like me understanding that and knowing, I was like, all right, why was I going against that? Let me just go with normal. When I looked at the smaller time frame, I saw a quick scalp on the cells. It's good.
Yeah,
Bro.
I scalped for 3 pips.
Grab what the market give and keep it moving.
Exactly, especially during the Asian session time.
Exactly, bro. This is Asian session. Like this is still
yeah.
time, you know what I mean?
This is like grab whatever you can, and you will definitely, make some money out of it.
Exactly. Use that for tomorrow's risk.
And right, exactly. Use it for tomorrow's risk. So tomorrow, instead of risking 10% of your original account, you say, I'm gonna risk about 80% of my Asian profit, and that's it.
I use that in London when I go to sleep.
Yeah, looking at this, I think I should keep dropping down to this major zone at 153.80. I have a mark here from the daily area, I think, or the 4 hour. I don't even know why this shit's so big. That's what she said. Why is this? Maybe a weekly? Sometimes I draw zones and I forget about them. Like, what the this shit come from? Huh? Like, well, this is not making any sense right now. This area here. Why? Yeah, I have no idea, man. Oh, from here. Wow, from all the way down here. Yeah, I think it's already. It's already way too too far for that. So let me go ahead and take this off. Make it a little cleaner. And this one too. I only got wedding trades in here. It's like, just kidding. Alright, so next support zone from the 4 hour on GJ will be down here. So this is going up here. This is the support and rejection area. Because this is actually getting this wick down here and this rejection support down here. Yeah, that makes sense. And it's what close to 0.200. So I'm gonna treat it as a quarter point, and that's a pretty important zone if we keep dropping and rejecting 0.500 like we're doing. So you have your 4 hour, you have a break below here, which would be neat to get a break below here, or a nice close on the 4 hour, breaking below 151, 140, break and close, and then wait for a pullback and then you have your entry. Your entry should be something like this. See on the 4 hour. I'll go short position right below here. Your stops, something reasonable, 20 pips, and your take profit first will be down here at 150, 800, and then if you wanna like swing it, you have down to 149, 300, just coming from here. Make sense? Yes, makes sense. Well, yeah, guys, I think it's good for the day today. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I'll see you guys on on Monday when I'll be streaming again for the New York session, and also I'll try my best to do the Asian as well during Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, yeah, thank you guys for showing up again. I appreciate each one of you. I know it's the Asian session, so it's kind of boring. Well, we try to make it fun, happy. You guys can talk about anything, strippers, narcotics, whatever you want to talk during this eerie times. But yeah, let me go ahead and say bye bye here. Yeah, where's my mic? Right here. Yeah.
Thanks, Mac.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Who's that?
Later, bro. Later.
Later, Mitch. Bye bye, Burner. Burner, you here?
Yes, man. Yeah, I'm here too.
Bless sir. Bye bye, gypsies. All right, gypsies. Bye bye. Take care. Be safe. Don't overtrade. Yes, sir. Mitch with the blunts. Yes. All right, guys. Be safe. 3 blunts, 1 per kid. I'm out.
Yes, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, welcome, guys. That was quick, in and out, about 20 something pips on gold. So yeah, it was good. Be safe, everyone.